Marathon number 2 this year, 2026, and this is the first ultra marathon of 2026. The Bel Monte 50K down here in Stewart's Draft, Virginia. We are T-minus an hour and a half until the start of this event. Come run a 50K ultra marathon with me. Let's go. Welcome to this week's episode in the build towards the Canyons 100. We are in Stewart's Draft, Virginia, and we're gonna run the Bel Monte 50K as this week's long run. There's something ominous about hitting the road at 4:30 a.m. to drive to an ultra marathon in an unfamiliar territory. 31.5 miles. They implemented the snow course this year because 3 days ago when I drove down here, it was 85 degrees and sunny. I woke up the next day to snow sticking on the ground. Blizzard-like conditions. Now it just snowed for the morning, and then by the afternoon it was heating up, melting again. But as a precaution, the race directors implemented the snow course because at the time the Blue Ridge Parkway had closed down and they didn't want to risk the safety of their crew and those supporting the aid stations in leaving it up to a last minute decision. So they implemented the snow course 2 days ago. So I had to re-strategize my drop bag setup because some of the aid stations were altered and the course was altered. Now it starts with a 7-mile climb up a mountain down here in the Shenandoah Valley. The first 20 miles is where most of the elevation gain and loss takes place. So let's talk about my race strategy for today. Now again, I'm not truly racing this. We're not going to have a repeat of the Austin Marathon. This is going to be a supported long run, more specific to the canyons because it's a true mountain trail course down here in Virginia. The goal is to finish this race, this 50K, feeling like I could go for another 60 miles, 60 plus miles, because that's what's going to have to take place in 5 weeks from now at the Canyons 100. So my pace will reflect that accordingly. So stay tuned. About to rock this 50K.
Around the lake, right, left, and then just run toward the stars, and that's going to take you to all the trails. You'll find the snow course is just as beautiful. You might like it better than the other course. Who knows? So you're really going to enjoy it. It's a tough course. It's not any flatter than the original course. You're going to get to see Kennedy and Stoney, so I'm sure you will enjoy it. Out there, have fun. Line up right by the mat. All right, guys, get ready. On your mat, get set, go! Have fun out there, guys, have fun! GG!
One mile down. the hiking begins. Let's go. It's gonna be dark for about 1 hour. And then the rest of the race should be in daylight. See you later. We are at 2.5 miles. And now, for the next 5 miles or so, we gotta climb a mountain. So, I'll experiment with this camera mount. And hopefully, we'll get some sweet footage of the sunrise. 3.1 miles, 5K done, still climbing. The sun's out. We're almost 4 miles in. And something I'm doing with this ultra marathon is to practice taking in some type of fuel every 30 minutes. And I have that alert set on my Garmin watch to remind me, because oftentimes you forget to eat during these things. As much as I love eating, you get so focused and in the zone, sometimes you forget to eat. So, I'm alternating between packets of untapped maple syrup. I have these Honey Stinger energy waffles and some candy, some Sour Patch Kids or some Swedish Fish. So, lap 4 or mile 4, just hit 30 minutes again. So that's my second 30 minutes, 1 hour total. And I'm gonna have a energy waffle. It's like a reward. Time to go down. Nice and controlled. Preserving the legs. Ugh. Whoa. Just kidding. Still going up. Five miles down. You know what that means. Only a full marathon to go. What a sweet little fire road up here. Finally leveled out. 5 miles in. The first 5 miles is a mountain. It was a beautiful sunrise through the trees. I'm not sure if the camera caught it though, but in person, it was amazing. 5 miles down, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Right on pace. Let's go. How many times do you think I'm gonna say let's go throughout this ultra marathon? Oh yeah. Oh, heart rate high. You know, I'm trying to stay in a relatively low zone, right? Zone 2 training. But as predicted, climbing this mountain, even at a walking pace, at one point my heart rate was like 170 something. And I've noticed every time I turn the camera on, my heart rate spikes.
Probably because I feel silly making content with all these people around. That's the benefit of making running content in ultras. Oftentimes, you're alone in the woods. Makes it a little easier. All right, so back to climbing. Oh boy. Whoa. Not cool, man. I don't know. Here we go. Let's see what a aid station looks like at an ultramarathon. Oh. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good, keep it up. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is Stony Run?
Stony, yep.
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. Our first turnaround point at Stony Run. Just got done with that aid station. As you saw, I just refilled my bottles because I'm using this as a training run for the canyons. My pack is pretty packed as far as fuel, calories, carbs. So I just needed to top off my 2 front bottles. Nice job, buddy. And now we're on the road back to the Kennedy Trail aid station. I got 9.1 miles until that aid station, which will put me around 20 miles. And then, because I'm still breaking in my Mount to Coast shoes, I'm gonna swap into them there because I have my drop bag. Nice job. We'll see if my pacing strategy stays true. I feel real good. Let's go. You know what time it is. Halfway done. Time to go home, baby. We're at mile 16. So we got about 5 more miles of mountain incline. And then the last 10 miles is supposed to be rolling hills with not nearly as much elevation. So I'm out of breath with these climbs, but that was anticipated. I'm actually staying disciplined and following my strategy and pace plan. So I'm on track. Feeling good. Halfway done. Time to go home, baby. Let's go. Whoa. 18.5 miles. Right on pace. Staying disciplined. Loving this Virginia 50K. Let's see if we can keep on plugging along. There's still some snow on the ground, but the trails are really nice. "20 miles down, almost exactly 5 hours." So again, right on pace for what my strategy and game plan was. So let's see if we can hold the discipline. I'm feeling so good. It's beautiful out. It's like 60 degrees or something like that in the mountains here in Virginia. 20 down, 11.5 more to go. All right, just about at the aid station. This is where my drop bag is, so I'm gonna do a little shoe change and then keep going. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what you need, what you need?
Fluids, but I'm gonna do my drop bag first.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Can I sit in that chair for a second? I'm gonna change my shoes.
Do you know how long it is?
About 4 miles, and then back. Like it'll be 4 miles, a quick
21.
like under a mile out and back. Rad.
So I should have 2 more.
Let's go to the next one.
Thank you.
Back here or just wait here?
That's fine.
Anything? Is this water?
Yes, it is.
Do you want a ride? No.
I'm not really sure how long that took, but we'll see in the footage after. Mile 21. Just went through the aid station where I had my drop bag, and I swapped into my Monte 50K shoes to put some miles on them before the Canyons 100. Now, they are feeling a little loose, so I could tighten them, but we'll see. They feel good. The last 10 miles is not as crazy with climbs. It's a rolling 10 miles, but fairly flat compared to the beginning 20 miles. So I'm looking forward to that. I've come to realize I don't necessarily understand what rolling hills are. We just have to climb another mountain. So that's not cool. But I'm almost at the marathon distance, almost at 26 miles. From this point on, I just gotta make my way back to the finish line. I just went to the third leg where the turnaround was, which is awesome because it's just an honor system. There's an orange sign that says turn around. No one there checking. So, I don't know, maybe 6 miles left, or 5 or 6 miles left. But I feel significantly better than I did at Austin. It's amazing how different things are when you follow a plan and stick to it. And this is about 4 or 5 times the elevation that Austin was, so that's why I like ultra marathons better. They're slower, they're easier on your joints. You see beautiful scenery like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still does some work to your body. I'm feeling it a little bit in my knees, but can I go for 75 more miles in 5 weeks? About to find out. Animal encounter. You know how I feel about horses. Hey, how you doing? Hi. The home stretch. I think it's gonna be a little more than 31 miles though, according to my Garmin and the way the aid stations have been falling. I think it's a little longer, but I was expecting that, so I'm not defeated about it. Feeling good. Almost done. My patience in the beginning has paid off because I passed quite a few people during this last 10-mile section. So that's how it's supposed to work. Almost done. My second 50K, third ultra, second marathon of this year. Nice job. I'm not certain, but that might be the first place racer for the 50-mile distance, which means by the time I finish, he would have finished 20 miles more. It's kind of mean that they make us finish on the sand. But it's not a bad view. Bel Monte 50K here in Stewart's Draft, Virginia. The snow course. Beautiful weather, beautiful route, well supported. Come check it out sometime. Get my finish strong. Let's go! Thank you.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice work.
Appreciate it.